Hey everybody, welcome to another installment of Pros Asking Pros Questions. Today we are joined by a very talented young lady who has been a very dominant force on the pro pickleball scene lately. Please welcome the one and only Jorja Johnson. How's it going?
Hello, I'm good. How are you guys? So excited to be on the show. I heard about this format and I got super pumped because I never heard of a concept like that. So I'm excited.
Nice. Yeah, it's super fun. Thank you very much for joining us. And before we get to the questions from your fellow pro pickleball players, do you mind if I ask you how old you are at the moment?
I'm 15.
Wow. So you're only 15 and already such a dominant and successful player on the pro pickleball scene. I love it. That's awesome. What would you say has been the highlight of your young professional career so far?
I really liked winning the New York Open with my brother, JW. That was really cool.
Nice. That's awesome. That is very cool that you've had a chance to play with your brother and have such good success like that. That is very cool. But enough of the questions from me. Nobody cares about hearing questions from me. Everybody came here to see you answer questions from your fellow pro pickleball players. So I say we go right into it. And this first question comes from another very young and successful pro pickleball player. Here is a question from Dylan Frazier.
Okay, Jorja, why do you allow JW to play the left side in mixed doubles?
Because Dylan, it makes him feel better about himself.
Nice.
As he's sitting next to me.
Oh, really? So speaking of JW, since he's sitting right next to you, does he feel like making a cameo appearance and asking you a question in person?
Hello.
How's it going?
Doing good, you?
Doing pretty good. So do you have a question that you'd like to ask your sister here?
Absolutely. How much fun would it be if our father was playing so you could play with him in mixed doubles?
I think not. I think, maybe if there was like a split age, a super split age, then I would play. maybe a split skill.
All right. Well, thank you very much, JW.
All right, no problem.
Look at your hair, sir.
Very fun little cameo appearance there in person. I love it. Now, this next question comes from yet another very talented young woman in the world of professional pickleball, and that is the one and only Leigh Waters.
All right.
Hey Jorja, it's the Waters here. We each have a question for you. I'll go first. So you may or may not know I'm a big foodie. So I was wondering what your favorite dessert is.
Okay. Favorite dessert. I really like pie. I know she's a cake girl, but I really like pie.
Thank you for the question, Leigh. And here is a question from the other half of Team Waters. Here's a question from Leigh Waters.
And keeping with the food question, since we all live in the Delray Beach area, I was wondering, what is your favorite restaurant?
Oh, that's tough. I wouldn't say it was my favorite restaurant, but I eat it all the time. It's Pokey.
Okay, I feel like I've heard of Pokey, but what exactly is that? How would you describe that?
So basically, it's a Hawaiian dish, and it's like a bowl. I don't eat the traditional stuff. I like I like it slightly altered, but it's like raw fish. And then you get a lot of toppings like onions and edamame and sauces, crunchy onions. It's good stuff.
Oh man, I'm getting hungry now. That sounds really good. I'll have to try that. Well, this next question comes from somebody who has been taking the pro pickleball world by storm lately. Here's one from the extremely talented Parris Todd.
Jorja, who is your dream mixed doubles partner?
I see I get a little guest appearance from Alex in the background there. I don't know. I like playing with all my mixed doubles partners. Mixed is my favorite. I mean, it's kind of cool playing with my brother. And, Dylan, also very talented. Gabriel Tardio. They're all really fun to play with. Mixed is my favorite. I'd play with it.
And you mentioned Alex making a little appearance in the background. We actually do have a question for you from Alex Neumann. So
great. Okay.
Here's the question from him.
Hi, Jorja. I have a question for you. Who is your celebrity crush? Mine is Harry Styles.
I don't know. See, last time I was asked this question, I panicked and I said Beyonce for some reason. I don't know where that came from. So I guess I'll just stick with that. I'll stick with Queen Bee.
Okay. All right. Good answer. Good answer. Thanks for the question, Alex. This next question comes from one of the most interesting characters in all of Pro Pickleball. Here is a question from the Share Bear himself, Mr. Ryan Sherry.
Jorja, when did your life change, honestly? I think it was probably hanging out with me, Fisher Island, playing mixed doubles, beating your brother's ass.
As I recall, we did not win, but in spirit, we won. Sure. But when did my life change? I don't know if it did. Maybe moving to Florida started it all. Then I found pickleball and started trying it out. Maybe that was a turning point.
Thanks for the question, Ryan. This next question comes from somebody that has had a long and impressive pro pickleball career so far. Here is a question from the one and only Sarah Ansbury.
All right, Jorja, I think I've got a question for you that maybe people want to know. And my question for you is, what is the thing that you cannot leave home without, with all the tournaments that we're on all the time and we're traveling? What's the one item that you always have to have with you?
I feel like I would have a lot of anxiety leaving for a tournament without CBD cream. I love the day one CBD cream. I cannot leave for a tournament without it. If I get injured, I definitely need a little help.
I've actually never tried that stuff before. I've heard a lot of people swear by it. I'll have to give that a try. This next question comes from a very dominant force in the senior pro pickleball world. Here's a question from Mircea Morariu.
Hello, Eddie and Webby. Hello, Jorja. So many people know that Jorja is an amazingly talented pickleball player, but what people may not know is that she's also a very talented chef. So my question, Jorja, is what is your favorite meal to prepare?
Okay, I would say it was pesto shrimp pasta. I like making pesto. That's probably my best dish right there. But Mircea, all credit to him, makes some of the best food I've ever eaten. His steaks, very good.
Nice, nice. This next question actually comes from Mircea's dog, Fig. So here's the question.
Of course, I knew there was going to be something for Fig. Okay.
Yeah, so here's the question from Fig.
And then our dog, Fig, also has a question. So Fig wants to know, who is your favorite mixed split age partner to play with? That's Fig's question.
Is that really Fig's question, though? Well, there's only one correct answer to that. And it's Mircea. What can I say?
Well, this next question comes from yet another very talented and young professional player. Here's a question from Wyatt Stone.
Hey, Jorja, outside of this country, where would you want to have a pickleball tournament at, and why?
Maybe, so I've never been to Australia. That would be cool. Or Iceland. Iceland, I really like. It's very beautiful. So maybe there.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Australia too and play a tournament. However, I feel like there's so many creatures that want to kill us there that I don't know. I don't know if I want to go there or not.
And that's fair.
It's now time for the final question of the day, and this comes from somebody very important in your life. Not only is she another very talented pro pickleball player, but she just so happens to be your mom. So here's a question from Jorja Johnson.
Hey, Jorja, what is your number one goal for 2023?
Ending with a bang. That's a big one.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe if I just triple crowned once. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be very cool.
Yeah, I came sort of close. I've gotten 2 golds, but not close to the third, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's a great goal. I mean, it's definitely a tough goal, but I mean, you're only 15 and you've already had such great success. I definitely think that's a realistic goal for you, so definitely shoot for that.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode of Pros Asking Pros Questions. Thank you very much for joining us, Jorja.
Thank you for having me.
And everybody that's tuning in out there, feel free to leave a comment down below. Let us know who you would like featured in a future episode. But that's going to do it for us here today. And until next time, this is Webby, not Eddie, signing off.
Pickleball addicting and fun, that's no joke. Pickleball, and it's not just for old folks.